Well, one of the best ones we've ever seen inside the GB Hodge Center. A buzzer beater worthy of March Madness, but it comes just a week before Christmas. Somewhat of a gift for all of us who made the journey to Spartanburg today. And Phil, you take a look back at this one. The lead changed hands 20 times in this contest, and all of the lead changes, all of the momentum shifts in this game, it was a true classic.
It really was, and there was never really a point, even in the waning seconds, that you felt one team was going to win. And those are the kinds that keep us on the edge of our seat, and obviously not going in Upstate's favor, but just a tremendous, tremendous basketball game. And you're right, it did have the feel of March to it, didn't it?
Let's look at all the highlights, and this one had plenty of them. It'll all be capped, obviously, by the drum right shot, which wins the game. But there were so many key moments prior to that.
Well, Michael Buchanan doing such a good job in the post, and Tompkins getting the start today. He was big. There was really balance on both sides, with each having multiple players in double figures, and that's what you like to see as a coach. Inside, outside game. This game had it all.
Buchanan with 15 led the Spartans, along with Moore, who ended up with that same total. Then you had Tompkins and Cunningham, who were both in double figures as well. 4 in double digits on the Jacksonville State side also. Cross joined by Durham, who had a huge, huge afternoon. Cunningham, that's Christian Cunningham, who wowed us with his inside presence and all the slams you'll see in this highlight package. And then Malcolm Drumright, who would nail things down in the end. Took a little while for Jacksonville State to get going from beyond the arc, but they would hit 6 3-pointers to Upstate's 9. It was second chance points that seemed to make the difference, though, Phil.
Yeah, it was big. 16 to 8 in that category, and then nearly doubling them up in points in the paint. So maybe not as strong as you would expect in some categories for the Gamecocks, but they made it up in other areas as they just did not quit today.
It was one of those slams by Cunningham, backed up by another, and here is the game winner. Little redemption for a gentleman who was called for a travel when they had a chance earlier. Picked up the carom, and Malcolm Drumright drives home what is another road win for the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State. You see, we had a 1-point game at the break. We ended up with a 1-point game when all was said and done the other direction.
Yeah, just a total team effort from Jacksonville State. We talked about them being used to playing on the road. Now they played 13 games. All but one have been away from the state of Alabama and their home court in Matthews Arena. So just another notch in their belt, and that has to get them brimming with confidence going into the Christmas holiday.
It's a little consolation for Upstate, but Michael Buchanan with a double-double as part of the 66 points that Upstate would put on the board and the 32 rebounds they would pull down. By the way, we said the rebounding battle was going to be a pretty good indicator of how things would go in this game. What was the difference in this contest? 1 point. What was the rebounding difference? 1. +1 for Jacksonville State. That's the story on this one. Upstate will have to turn around quickly. They'll be back in action on Tuesday night. And we'll welcome you to that broadcast, which will also be on ESPN. 67-66 the final. Jacksonville State's Gamecocks. A shocker, a winner inside the Hodge Center on this December Sunday.